So Ken, talk to us a little bit about C60 and how it may help support with overall brain health.
Well, the key thing on keeping your brain healthy, obviously, if you've got oxidative damage or radicals going on, that's going to damage the processing of your neurons and it's not going to work. But probably the really number one thing that people have is energy. You have hundreds of, especially in nerve cells, there's actually thousands of little mitochondria that can make up to like 50% the mass of the cell. And these mitochondria make ATP. That's the energy molecule of the cell. That runs like 95% of everything going on in that cell. And if those are damaged or can't work efficiently, well, then your brain cells just don't have the energy they need to function correctly. And that's basically what brain fog is. As we get older, a lot of the antioxidants that our brain makes to protect us against oxidative radicals, because those little mitochondria, they're furnaces, right? They're turning out this energy, ATP, but they make a little bit of pollution, usually superoxides and hydroxyl ions. And and they can cause damage. So the mitochondria actually have self-regulating, they'll turn themselves down. As we get older, things like SOD, superoxide dismutase, which takes care of that superoxide, or the catalase, which takes care of the hydroxyl ion, or even glutathione, which also helps with the hydroxyl ions, they just go down, naturally go down in our body. And if you, especially if you're under a lot of stress or environmental toxins, it can just overwhelm your brain chemistry, and voila, you have brain fog. Well, when you take C60, C60 goes in, it passes your gut barrier, passes the blood-brain barrier, it's taken into the nerve cells, and then the mitochondria will pull that through endocytosis, pull that C60 inside of them, and they use it as a SOD catalase mimic in dealing with the superoxide and the occasional hydroxyl ion. They will C60 will neutralize that before it can get out and cause damage. And that's really the number one thing people notice when they first start taking C60 is after a while they wake up and they say, wow, my brain fog is gone. I can think clearly. And that's the reason is those mitochondria, which are 50% of your nerve cell, which are making all that energy, they can make energy again. They turn themselves back on. Now you've got ATP. Now you've got the energy to your brain cells to work, your neurotransmitters to be produced, fired, reuptaken, and all the other things that you need for good brain health.